oh so gay. Please help me with this holiday. Just show me where to play on gay getaways. On gay getaways.
Welcome to Andaz West Hollywood, one of the most beautiful and prestigious hotels in the world. In this special episode, you'll see the grand lobby, plush suites with amazing city views, the famous rooftop pool, gym and day spa, and even a tour of Andaz's art scene. We finish it all up with our guide Kim at Andaz's RH Bar and Restaurant with exotic drinks, fine wines, and an amazing meal. It's all happening right here, right now, on this special episode of Gay Getaways.
Gay getaways. Gay getaways.
Walking from the outside to the inside of Andaz, first thing you notice is the space. It's open with no clunky countertops. The modern use of metal on the walls, clean lines, the cool look of just everything. It's great, it's swank, and it all says personal style. Artwork is hanging just about everywhere. And the need to feel like you just want to curl up on an inviting lounge with a warm cocktail or cold one, well, it's close. But I know as I look across onto the modern yet retro lights that hang, this is not going to be just another hotel tour. This is going to be a hotel adventure.
Sort of are questioning or wondering.
Yeah.
This is our lounge. This
Wow.
is what most people, when entering a hotel, would normally think of as the lobby.
Right.
And instead of a standard check-in process, we have hosts who you had Matthew up here a second ago, where you just walked past.
Yes.
That greet guests and welcome them into our home.
That's awesome. They got those little computers and, swipey
Exactly,
things.
little tablets
Cool.
to be able to check people
That's so
in
cool.
right up front. It's breaking down those barriers of what a front desk would provide.
That's awesome.
As you mentioned, our history with the hotel and the Sunset Strip being the legendary rock and roll street where rock was born, so to speak. The guitars that we have outside of the hotel are Les Paul Gibson guitars that are 10-foot fiberglass guitars that have been designed by artists. The space where when guests are first arriving, our hosts who bring guests into the hotel.
Right.
The hosts are the check-in process. The hosts are the concierge for the guests. The hosts are also the bell staff. So basically the hosts are inviting the guest into the hotel like it's their home. They welcome you into their living room and invite you to have a glass of wine, a cup of coffee, some sort of a complimentary beverage that's free throughout your entire stay.
That is so cool.
And then they use their tablets to get you checked in and take you on up to your guest room.
Totally different experience.
Completely unique experience.
And that's what the Andaz so far that I'm feeling is about. It's a different experience, it's fun, and you know what? I'm actually looking forward to seeing the rooftop pool, but on the way, can we see some of the rooms and see what we got going on
I
there?
had a plan to show you one of our suites and then one of the standard view rooms that both have beautiful views of the city of Los Angeles.
Cool. We'll do that. I'll see you guys upstairs.
Sounds good.
Let's take it to the dance floor.
Well, Kim, you know what? That was exceptional down there in the lobby. I mean,
Great.
it's amazing. I'm so impressed, but this is stunning.
Great, yes.
Stunning.
Greg, this is our Andaz View King, Standard King View Room. We consider it the View Room because half of the hotel's guest rooms are on the Sunset Strip side of the hotel, and they all have these beautiful extended sunrooms.
Goodness gracious. I got to check out this view. Oh my
Please
God,
do.
this is amazing. Wow. It's quite surreal, actually.
Gives you that true infinity feeling.
I kind of feel like I'm on the edge, like you could just sort of fall off. It's kind of scary.
Exactly.
It's a little bit scary.
Exactly.
People tell you that?
They have before, especially those with vertigo.
Yeah.
This area is very unique and interesting.
Well, I just got to walk over this way a little bit. Whew. Okay.
This area is very unique and interesting as prior to it becoming Andaz, this space was the balconies of the front of the hotel that many might
my
remember
gosh.
the stories from you know, rockers throwing TVs off their balconies onto the Sunset Strip.
And all sorts of stuff like that. I heard about that.
All sorts of things.
But you know what? This is great because I like the way it's enclosed. I like the feeling of a sunroom. And from this range, some people can be right up in the window, but from this range, it's actually quite nice. It's safe, it's comfortable, and the view is to die for, isn't it?
It is.
It must be amazing at night as well.
The city sparkles like no other. You can see views from downtown Los Angeles to the mid-city and all the way to the beaches on a perfectly clear day.
It's amazing. What other things do guests like myself get when we check into the Andaz?
Well, in the guest room specifically, some of the other amenities that we provide are complimentary mini bars, which is sort of something new that the industry is coming about with.
Right.
But with our mini bars, you get not only the snacks that you see here, but also complimentary non-alcoholic beverages.
Wow, that's a lot.
All of this is refreshed on a daily basis. So guests can get as much as they want and have it at their leisure.
Awesome, I love it.
And then also, besides the complimentary non-alcoholic mini bars, we also, of course, have complimentary wireless internet.
Cool. And everything else. I mean, the view is worth a million words.
This, Greg, is our Andaz suite. We've got 19 of this particular room type here in the hotel.
The sunroom?
The sunroom still off the front there. And it is great for extended stays, I would say, just if someone's staying for 4 days or more. It definitely provides that additional space that you need when you're staying for a length of time.
I love this.
It's our Swarovski crystal chandelier. All of the suites have one. A very definitive, unique design detail to all of the suites. You've got the Bertoya bar stools here with the nice marble, again, communal table. Great space for entertaining if you've got guests that are staying in one of these suites and have a few friends over for a cocktail before heading out or going into the restaurant to have dinner. It's a great area to entertain guests.
And you've got the view outside, so you got everything here to keep you entertained for probably a weekend or a month if you want to stay a month.
Exactly, which we do have certain guests that have stayed in our suites for months upon end. In fact, a few celebrities that have stayed in the suites for either a day or particularly like a live-in experience.
Yeah, no, I can believe that. It's definitely comfortable and it feels spacious, which is awesome.
This way here we have the master bedroom, which is all suites have a king bed.
Is this the closet? This is huge.
And a nice closet, which
I'll just take this for a weekend. No one will know I'm here. Just, a couple of days, The
nice closet that does have the frette linen robes and slippers and other amenities that most hotel closets do.
Right. But nice touches. Very nice. And good sized closet space. Wonderful.
And the bedroom does have its own private bathroom, which is separated from the living room bathroom.
Yes.
A few things that I forgot to point out a second ago, but in each living room of each suite is some really unique artwork that was created for each suite.
Oh, wow.
We've got the rock and roll shadow boxes right over here that contain albums and album covers of artists that had either spent time in this hotel at one point or another, or artists that have played on the Sunset Strip. That was created by an artist that we worked with who came in and curated the pieces for each suite.
I love the fact that you work with the artists in such a big way, presenting art pieces and different things, and not just in one area, but through the whole hotel.
Exactly. It's definitely
awesome.
a part of our culture to be a part of the community like that.
That's great. And the room, I love it. It's amazing. It's massive. It's huge. It's gorgeous. And I know that the viewers, when they come to West Hollywood and visit the Andaz, will be so blown away. They really will. We have some more things coming up.
We do.
Rooftop pool or something like that?
We've got to check out the sun deck and the rooftop pool. And if we can sneak into the ballroom, if there's not a big celebrity event going on, then we'll check that out too.
Awesome. So when we come back, we're going to see you guys at the rooftop pool, get a couple shots of the ballroom, and then after that we've got some surprises in RH. But I'm not going to say too much more, so we'll see you when we get back. Hey everyone, as promised, Greg Osborne, we're back at you, and we are at the rooftop pool at the Andaz. I'm finally saying it right. I'm so proud of myself. So, Kim, what do we have up here? This is amazing.
Oh my God, what don't we have up here? We've got the beautiful views of the Hollywood Hills right in front of us. We've got our rooftop pool and sun deck bar right over here.
Right. Yeah, swing back here. Look at this stuff.
Eric is making a few spicy cocktails at the moment.
Some mojitos and stuff like that. Yeah.
In fact,
cool.
Greg, can I offer you something to drink? Or
Well, I'd love a jug of mojito, but I think I'm going to be visiting the RH here in a couple of minutes, so I don't want to. I got to stumble down the steps. So thank you anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the good thing about the rooftop sun deck pool bar is everything you see up here is served right up here, which is great, but all of the food comes fresh out of the RH kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Which we'll get to experience here in a little bit.
Right, right. And the drink looks so good. Well,
Next
the
time.
prepping looks good. All right. And back here we've got the pool, which is the highlight of this area.
And this pool is actually the highest rooftop pool in the city of Los Angeles, which is very unique. Most people wouldn't think so, but because we're sitting up on the Hollywood Hills, which you can see obviously behind us.
Oh, I see.
It sets us up even higher than some of the pools in downtown Los Angeles.
Wow. So it doesn't matter how many floors it goes downtown.
Nope.
Nothing rivals this.
Nothing rivals the height of where our pool exists. So clearly we've got the beautiful Hollywood Hills behind us, where
that is so nice.
many celebrities live in many of those homes. And then spanning off into the distance over this way, we've got the gorgeous city skyline of Los Angeles.
There's so much hustle and bustle going on down there on Sunset. This is really quite peaceful and quite calming.
It is, and we honestly love to keep it that way for our hotel guests, which is why our pool is basically the only pool in the city that is also exclusive only for hotel guests. But the cabana and the day beds that are right over here are first come, first serve.
That's awesome. And you
don't have to worry about doing bottle service. You don't have to worry about renting anything.
You don't have to worry about computers. You don't have to worry about water. I mean, it's all there. Wow, look at this view, Don. This is great. I don't even know which section to look. It's like, wow, this is amazing. This has got to be like, a key star area of this section up here, isn't it?
This part of the pool is definitely what I call our hero shot part of the pool. In fact, there have been many movies, feature films, commercials that have been shot from this key area of the pool.
A lot of movies filmed here in general at this hotel?
A lot of movies filmed here in general. In fact, two very famous movies that relate back again to our history of rock and roll This Is Spinal Tap and Almost Famous, which are very signature rock and roll historical movies.
And what about any current movies with this new look of the Andaz?
With the new look of the Andaz, we've been through a lot of TV shows. We've had recently Entourage, Melrose Place, a lot of European feature films and a lot of European commercials.
And I heard one called Gay Getaways Weekend Pass.
That's right.
I don't know who those guys
and
are.
Greg Osborne with Gay Getaways.
Yes. Thank you. Greg Osborne, Gay Getaways.
Which is the highlight of our filming.
Thank you so much.
Filming
I
adventures.
tell you what, it's a pleasure to be here. And this was a real treat. I love the whole setup up here. It's
definitely
relaxing.
a signature part of our hotel that most guests, once they see the website and see the shots from the pool deck and the sun deck, this is the reason they come.
It's a selling point. It's nothing like the website. I always say that because it really isn't. I mean, websites are great, but when you get here and then you start going, wow, there's a full gym and there's the day spa and there's the rooftop pool. The grand ballroom at Andaz has a view to die for, and it's just steps away from the rooftop pool. And did you know that you can actually have it all to yourself? That's right, it's available for private functions and events. So check it out next time you're in the area or online. Hey everyone, Greg Osborne here. I am feeling it. I'm in the gym at the Andaz, and you know what? It's super. I'm having such a great time showing you guys how wonderful the Andaz is and all the great things that you can do here in a weekend. The gym is a complete full gym, and I gotta tell you, the view outside on Sunset, it's to die for. fresh towels, free weights, treadmills, and tons of workout gear, Andaz Gym means that you'll never go without that perfect workout for your weekend away. It truly does have everything for everyone. I've heard a lot of terrific things about you and One Healing, so where do we start with you guys?
Well, I understand you're going to be getting a treatment today, and so I'll walk you through what we normally do at the Andaz when a guest books a treatment. We start with our aromatherapy selection. This is sort of one of the hallmarks that we do with either our signature facials or body work. And so I've selected 4 scents for you. We have a rosemary, a peppermint, a lavender, and a sweet orange.
Wow, I love sweet orange, I can already tell you that.
Well, maybe
that's my fave.
You won't even need to smell the rest of these, but if you'd like to.
I know I love orange. Sweet orange is my favorite. It's the favorite, so we're going to see.
Well, we'll start with sweet orange.
Okay, let's see how we go on the sweet.
This is a very uplifting scent.
That's wonderful.
Isn't
Wow,
it?
yeah.
A lot of
it smells
people,
really rich.
Yeah, they actually like it mixed with the lavender, so if you'd like to smell this, maybe we could do a drop of each.
And you actually have a rosemary?
We do.
Interesting. So there you go, at the Andaz, One Healing comes in. She's a miracle worker. She's great. She's everything.
So they say.
You know, so they say. That's what all the reviews say. And I'm looking forward to getting the massage. Definitely.
Do you know what type of treatment you like? We offer many different styles of body work here.
I heard something about like a rock and roll massage or something like that.
That is the
What's that about?
signature of the Andaz, because as a Hyatt-owned property, this used to be the Rock and Roll Hyatt, and all the bands would come through here and tear the
I heard the
place up.
stories, throwing snakes off the terraces. I've had the other sort of massage before, you know, a little hoity-toity, you know.
Yeah, well, this is...
So we want to get away from that today.
This is
the guitars got me in a mood.
Homage to the guitars up front and
See, I have to
homage
contain
to
myself.
Sunset.
I have to contain myself. The guitars just got me really like, I feel like a rock and roll massage today,
I'm
now.
bring you over here so you
Cool.
can select your artist. We've got a computer set up here,
We love it.
and so should this decide to come on for
There
us,
we are.
this takes you straight to the One Healing page. We're on the Rock and Roll massage page, and there's an entire list of artists for you to select from. So go ahead and see which one you feel like listening to today.
The rock and roll massage is just that. Almost timed to the beats of your favorite song. It's amazing, yet still very, very relaxing. It truly is a different way to get a massage.
Well, Greg, thank you so much for
Oh,
visiting
you're very
us.
welcome. Thank you so much. It was awesome.
Excellent. We have a gift of wellness for you. We present this to our clients after a service. This is a salt scrub. You can also use it in the bathtub.
Wonderful. Thank
And
you.
It's the Amrit Organic line. All the ingredients are organic.
Wow. And how do I use that? I mean, how
You
do
can
you...
dump it in the
Okay.
bathtub and allow the salt to sort of penetrate the skin that way.
Cool.
You can mix it with a little oil and use it as an actual body scrub.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the gift.
You are quite welcome. I know that we offer peppermint tea at the end of a session, and I know you requested water instead, so we're
Yes.
giving you some water. You need to hydrate
Thank
after
you.
your treatment.
Yes. Because it was a rock and roll. I felt like I was actually dancing, but I'm relaxed. It's weird, but it's great. It's a great weird. So look, thank you so much for being on my show. It was really awesome. I mean, like I said, I've had the other type of massage before, which is just like elegant music and, you know, which was nice actually.
There's a time and a place for everything.
But
This is something
This was
different.
something really different. It was great. It was more upbeat and energetic, and it was great. And I still actually feel as relaxed as that one. So that was nice. They were, in their own way, awesome. But today I really enjoyed. So tell us about your website. You guys have a website and all that stuff
We
as
do.
well?
One Healing, it's www.one-healing.com. And it talks about the different types of massage we offer. You can see the list of all the rock and roll songs to select. And you can also download the Andaz Spa Services menu. So if someone would be planning a trip,
Wonderful.
they can see everything that we do offer.
So in advance, if someone's planning on visiting the Andaz, they can go to your website, they can pre-book everything, have everything sorted, so on arrival, it's ready to go.
They can select their treatments, and then everything is booked through the hotel.
I love it. It keeps getting better and better and better. And the day's just started. So thank you again.
Thank you very much.
I hope that didn't hurt too bad. Sorry, I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling like rock and roll-ish here. So I'm off to another segment. Thanks so much. It was incredible. When I see you guys, we're going to be somewhere in the Andaz. This is a huge place. It's gorgeous and it's fun. So I'll see you soon.
Welcome to RH.
Hey, good. I know there's a couple different ways to enter down here. I got the door shut finally. That door is like, come on, shut already, you know. It's pesky, it's a good term. But you know what? So far I'm having a blast. I mean, the tour with you so far was great.
Good.
Haven't even got to my room yet, but I sort of did. I got in and I checked in and did the whole thing in the front, so can't lie. And then I went to the gym, had a massage with Jill. And here we are.
Wonderful so
oh
far.
My God, I'm so relaxed. We got into the rock and roll thing, and I think I made too much loud.
She worked some kinks out of you?
Well, yeah, I was making the noise factor was getting too loud. So they sent security up, like, is everything okay in the room? What's going on in there? But when they eventually kicked me out, I changed, and here we are
Well,
at
you
RH.
look fantastic, and I'm sure you're hungry after your workout and your wonderful massage with Jill.
Yes, tell us about RH.
Well, what we've got here is we've got RH Bar, which is right behind us, and then RH Restaurant over here. Again, we like things to be very open and unobstructive when you're in our space here at Andaz. So the bar is barely separated from the restaurant with our beautiful vertical chandelier. And we've got Sergio, one of our RH managers over here, that's ready to make you a cocktail if you're ready to try out one of our signature cocktails.
But since I didn't do one on the rooftop pool, I gotta have one now.
Gotta try one
definitely.
Here. Especially one from our signature list. And I think Sergio's got just the cocktail to make for you.
So what are some of the ones that would be on your list for viewers who are watching?
Absolutely. Well, one that is the #1 signature is called the Mr. Plant, named after the famous Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. Back again to our rock and roll history.
All right, cool.
And Sergio's got the ingredients here to make the Mr. Plant.
And of course, I mean the standard mojitos and different things like that.
Standard mojitos. We have another one called the Stilo, which has all the
Stilo is actually constructed of Lampop Farm organic blueberries, and then we have Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. We use Hanger Rum vodka from Alameda.
Now hold on, I feel like I'm missing out on the action here. No, this is not going to work for me.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Now I feel more comfortable.
Yes.
There we go.
This is much better. All right, so we're going to be making the Mr. Plant. Would you like to make it yourself, or would you like to make me?
I'll help. I'll throw like a vegetable in or something like that.
Some French cucumbers, seedless, of course. You grab 4 of those and throw it in this glass right here.
Oh, there we go. It's like a magic trick.
Beautiful. We're just going to add a touch of agave.
Wow, that looks awesome. I feel like I should be putting this on my on a face, like a facial mask or something, you know.
Agave nectar is phenomenal.
Use this for
I was gonna say we got to call Jill. And so, how do we come up with these type of drinks? I've never seen the vegetable, fruit, and honeys, all these different things used
Season is
in a
key.
cocktail.
Really just working with the best possible seasonal ingredients is the best.
But you know what I'm talking about. Usually it's, oh yeah, we have a signature drink. It's the Sunset Mojito, you know.
We actually change.
And they add a couple things to it.
Yeah, of course. But no, what we actually do is we create everything from scratch. We have our mixologists as well as our bartenders work with freshest ingredients, local spirits as well, and really just work hard and make awesome cocktails.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool, dude.
Then we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of 209 gin. This is from St. Helena.
Yep.
It's a 5-time distilled gin. Ultra premium, very smooth.
Nice.
We're gonna throw that in there. And now we're gonna.
And the vegetables just melt on contact.
Well, this is where we actually blend the flavors.
Oh, I see.
I have a muddle right here. And if you don't mind, if you can muddle.
What's the term? Muddle
away, Greg.
Okay, muddling. I'm muddling. Yes.
Don't be afraid.
You must have been a bartender or a mixologist at some point in your life.
Well, I broke a couple glasses in my time, but I'm not sure about Is that what the term muddling means? Is
Yes.
that like you're pressing and stirring and twisting and turning? And
You're blending the flavors, really getting the juice.
why
out.
couldn't I have done this when I had the Vegas thing and I was making a pizza? You know, tossing the dough. Come on. All right, so there we go. Okay, we're good. We're muddled.
Yep, we're good.
One of the main
Wow.
things that serves.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
So,
That's a key.
Oh, wow.
In,
That's
creating
amazing.
Cocktails. You really,
Yeah, the
it's
scent.
always key to smell it before you actually.
yeah, it's awesome. So we got. I can smell the cucumber, and
All of the fresh-
everything. It's kind of sweet, but kind of vegetable as well.
That's one of the main key ingredients about the restaurant and the bar itself is all of the ingredients that we use within our foods and drinks are organic, natural, locally sourced.
I love that.
Produce and meats from local farms.
I love organic and I love green. I love this is my little whale thing here.
Whale tail.
My little whale tail. So we're all for the good causes out there to try and save the planet another day. That is so pretty. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to bounce on the other side and try this with Kim. And that's a nice carry drink. I like that. It's not going to be too crazy. Oh, we're adding more stuff.
Just a touch of soda water.
So how do we come up with the originality of these types of drinks? Because I've never heard of these drinks before. I'm serious.
Absolutely. Again, it's all about the creative minds of the mixologists and the bartenders that
Can I have some ranch
here.
dressing, please? Sorry, you were on a roll there.
We can get you anything you need, Greg. It's all
All
about
right.
personal style.
All right.
But
Ranch dressing. No, that's all right.
It is all about the creativity of our bartenders and our mixologists being able to come up with it and put their heart and soul sort of into what they're producing.
So, do you come up with them? Is it a combination of you guys working together to collaborate to come up with something really different that no one's seen or heard of before?
Absolutely.
It is definitely the
Wow.
RH team as a whole really putting their minds together to.
It's awesome. It's
create
pretty.
some
It's awesome.
Special drinks. Take
Yeah,
a
it's
sip.
cool. It's different. And
Let us know
actually,
what you think of the Mr. Plant.
well, like I said, the smell is amazing. It just smells like a fresh garden. I mean, really, it does. It's cool. Oh my God! Wow, it's awesome. I would have never thought that vegetables, cucumbers, and what else is in there? Was there some honey or something that you put over
Yeah,
it?
agave actually.
Agave nectar.
Agave nectar. Oh my God! Wow. I had to have a second really fast sip just to see if the first one was actually any good, and it's better. It's great. So it's perfect.
It's a
awesome.
perfect summer refreshing cocktail.
And it's a perfect start to RH for us. And for you guys visiting, I mean, there is so much to do, and you can make a weekend out of this over here. And although the
Absolutely.
strip has got a lot, like I said, you can come down, you can eat here, you can drink here, you can have, a workout. The gym is just massive.
And you can
And-
also view our art scene, which we have yet to get to.
Exactly. And we're going to do that now. I thank you so much for the drink. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to see you around here some more,
Yes.
hopefully, before I go.
Yeah.
All right.
Shall we see the art scene?
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, let's
thank you.
get on our
Let's
way.
do it.
The art scene was created, again, in honor of the hotel being very much a part of the West Hollywood culture and the city of Los Angeles culture. We ended up running into a local curator named Mary Norris, who has one piece that you can view right here is from Jamie Skolnick. You've got
I love it.
Teapot, which is this piece here, which she created in 2010. And above it up here, you've got Madonna and Child.
Wow.
And these pieces are literally made from styrofoam. When you get close enough to viewing it, the structure that she's using is styrofoam.
And it's still
a
gonna-
piece of art.
it's still gonna be
and
there.
it will live on.
And I got to touch one earlier. I didn't knock it over, but I did get to touch one. The
You
big one,
did.
the tower, I think it was
The
called.
tower up on the mezz level.
And I was amazed. I'm like, hold on, this is styrofoam, because it looked and felt almost like metal. It had that whole feel to it.
Exactly.
And then the impression, I mean, it was just really interesting.
It's
Getting
interesting
that
what
touch.
materials artists can come up with to
It was
turn
really
into
cool.
beautiful pieces of artwork.
And what about these?
Well, these pieces down here are actually
accessories,
signature
or-
pieces that RH uses to serve on. We've
Oh,
got
wow.
a local ceramics
Yeah, look at that, Don.
lady, Amy, who actually creates our bowls and dishes for us to use for specialty items that come out. You may notice the terrine dish back there in the back.
Can we go to the other side?
Of course. The
Come over
terrine
here,
dish.
Don.
The train dish back here in the back is what our soups are served in.
Sit down. Oh, over here. Oh, wow. That's different.
It's what our soups are served in, and when it comes out on its plate, you'll have a bowl and the train dish next to it, where you can pour more soup out of the train into the bowl, and it keeps your additional soup warm.
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
When we move over this way, we'll go on to the blackheads over here.
Cool.
And we've got some unique characters in this space here, where Danny First, the top two items here are created by Danny First, and he has created what he calls these as his blackheads. These pieces are a form of him and who he believes himself to be in his different personalities. So you've got one blackhead here, and you've got the other guy over here on this side. And you can sort of see the transition of their faces and the different shapes that the faces have.
And the nose and the mouth and everything taking on a whole different sort of shape.
Exactly.
So they're gorgeous. What about these
dogs? A few of the other pieces. I know these crazy looking characters. This puppy.
Scary but cute.
Scary but cute, exactly. And in fact, our curator, Mary, has described him almost just as almost a lovable, grotesque dog. And his counterpart over here, the giant sculpture, which is called No Name Trash Beat, Elizabeth Higgins O'Connor has created these out of household materials that she has saved up and then pieced together in a way to make these different shapes and forms, and particularly lovable characters such as dogs and puppies. Moving over this way, Greg, we've got two pieces from the artist Dion Johnson. They're breathtaking pieces that really bring out the life of the hotel and their colors and their designs. This piece here is called Curve.
Beautiful. Look at this, Don.
And the piece on the opposite wall is called Oxygen. And it's interesting how they seem very similar in their shapes and
this
designs, but different colors.
But this one here, to me, almost appears as though it's dripping, you know? But I guess that's the cool thing with art, isn't it? Is you can sort of create or generate.
Envision it how you
That's what
feel.
The artist is trying to do.
Exactly.
It's trying to get that person to visualize and see and come up with something.
Exactly. The one thing we love about all of the pieces that I've shared with you today is the fact that these artists have lent these pieces to us in order to provide a beautiful atmosphere for all of our hotel guests.
That's wonderful.
And in turn, we are able to actually sell these pieces for these artists. So all the pieces that I've shown you today are for sale.
That's awesome.
And we are proud to say that since the inception of Art Scene at Andaz, which is what our program is titled, we've actually sold 6 pieces for the artists.
Darn, that's cool. That is wonderful. And so, you know, I mean, it's not just like, you know, you got them here, it looks great. They're actually doing something, and they're moving forward, and the whole thing is when you can be, I think, proactive in that sense to the community.
Absolutely.
As we said when we first stepped in the door, you know, it's a positive thing. It's a great thing. It's
all about helping out our community.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, and the artwork is awesome. You got to come and see it.
Well, I know you're hungry, so I know Chef Pierre has got a few amazing delicacies and treats for you to try.
Wonderful.
So why don't we go that way?
Cool, let's go. Oh, before we do, can we just tell us about the eye?
The eye piece. Well, this is one signature piece for the hotel, as there's 3 pieces in the hotel that we currently own. And this particular piece is from the artist Ann Collier, and it's a purchased piece by the hotel. And it's an interesting piece because when you look at it, you literally think it's a photography of an eye.
Exactly,
when you
exactly.
dive into it, it's actually the developing tray with the photography of the eye inside the developing tray, actually at its development point.
Wow, again, the idea to pull you in and to make you think something, but then realize when they tell you, oh no, it's really this, you know.
Absolutely.
That's what art's all about.
Art
you know?
is all
really
about pulling you in.
The last thing before we eat is there's a piece up on the wall. Can you tell our viewers about this particular piece up here? Because it's very, very cool.
As I keep using the word signature, it seems like everything is signature to the hotel.
Can you see that up there, Don? Through the artwork up there?
Yeah.
This piece is by far a true signature of the hotel. And 2 years ago when the hotel opened in January 2009, we had a full weekend of celebrity activities right before Oscars. And all of the guests that were in the hotel, as well as all of the celebrities and people in attendance for those parties, were invited to paint on a giant canvas during that weekend. And this graffiti piece is what that canvas has turned out to be.
So was it one canvas or two canvases?
There were actually two canvases, one hanging on one wall and the other hanging on another.
Wow.
One canvas was being painted by a professional artist, and this particular piece was painted by all guests and celebrities in attendance for parties.
It's awesome. It's just so like...
It's beautiful.
I mean, to me, it's very confusing, but it's cool because you just think, okay, there's a lot of passion and just...
And a lot of different people that
ideas and
created
thoughts.
one piece.
Yeah, that went into
Exactly.
one piece. I love it.
Exactly.
Now I'm hungry. So-
Let's eat.
Let's eat. All right, cool.
Right this way.
Thank you. Well, Kim, I just want to say that I'm so thankful that I checked into the Andaz. The room is great. The tour was great. I mean, all the amenities are super. And you really gave a great tour to me and all the viewers. And I know that they're going to love the Andaz when they come here.
Well, Greg, we were so excited to be able to welcome you here. And I know Chef Pierre and our team here on RH will let you finish the rest of your journey and adventure here at the Andaz. So I will leave you in their capable hands.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so
Thanks
much.
for coming
all right.
in.
I know we'll see more of each other,
Absolutely. You'll have to come back
you know.
and truly experience the rooftop pool the next
but... Oh, I
time you
will.
come.
I will. Thank
Great.
you again.
Thanks,
okay?
Greg.
Thanks. Take care. Well, that was wonderful. It really was a great tour. And the drink, everything is dynamite here. I'm somehow thinking that the food is going to be exceptional. And there's stuff I've never even had before, so we get to experience some things here together. And the chef has already sort of guided me in a good direction. So when we come back, I'm going to have some starters, and then we're going to get the ball rolling with the meal.
French cuisine from southwest of France.
Yeah?
So we use obviously a local product, but with a French southwest twist on it.
Awesome.
So I would propose for you today, we have little mussels gratiné. We also have escargot from the southwest region. It's very
Right.
traditional recipe. And also we have a poached egg with field mushroom.
What would you say is your signature dish? Is it the poached egg? Probably.
poached egg.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll have that. Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
Sounds good. And then I would probably advise you to take the duck confit also. This is our signature dish.
Wow, cool. And I've never had that before. What is it? How is it prepared?
It's a duck leg confit for about 8 to 10 hours
Wow.
in the fat. And we serve that with sauteed potatoes, field mushrooms, and green onions.
Awesome. That sounds good. Very good. Nice. And then what would you suggest after that? Maybe during it, like maybe a side, one of the sides to go with it.
I would recommend definitely the cauliflower gratin.
Cauliflower. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. And then maybe to finish for a dessert, do you have any pretty cool desserts, like exotic or?
Very good dessert, I think, to go along with all those dishes. Rambaba would be perfect fit.
Humbaba. Okay, if I can't pronounce it and I don't know what it is, it must be good. So when we get back, I'm going to have a starter sitting right in front of me. I'll have something. And to start, we're going to go with the poached egg. So I'll see you guys soon. Together, huh?
So to the side, we have some country bread made in-house. And what we do is that we have our Vermont butter, chop up some fresh truffle and truffle oil, and then mix it all together and spread it on top. In here, we have sauteed Oregon field mushrooms, which is a mixture of chanterelle, shiitake, oyster, and black trumpet.
Wow.
And we poach an egg fresh, of course, foie gras on top with some truffle shaved on top as well.
Gorgeous. Wow.
And what I recommend is getting a spoon, mixing it around, and then throwing it with the country bread. Absolutely delicious. You definitely want to crack that dough.
And don't touch this thing.
Oh yeah, very hot.
That's going to be very hot. What I love about French food is it can be very, very cool. It can be different. And if you've not tried things like this that are actually quite different, you're going to love it. And it's a great experience. I always say get out there and try new things and try different things. So together we're going to go ahead and go with some really cool, exotic French. And some of the best in probably California right here. Wow. Tell you what, the starter is really, really tasty. It's great. I can taste all the flavors of the egg and the mushroom and everything else the chef has actually put in there from his heart. It's really, really tasty. The bread added with that is super, and just the right amount of garlic and stuff going on. And the wine that was suggested to go with this is to die for. It's heaven. And in fact, it's interesting. Sergio.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when I try the wine on its own, it has the fruity, gorgeous flavors, but then when you start to eat, it changes a little bit, but it's actually still quite good, and I can't really put my finger on the taste.
They blend together, and it really is the butteriness of the wine and the butteriness of the dish.
So you're
really
still getting the berry flavors, still really bursting out.
Correct.
Well, it's great. I thank you for your suggestion on that.
Here.
And this is going to be a lot. I'll try probably a couple more bites, and then we're going to move into the main, because it's going to be a lot of stuff to come.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you so much. I'll grab you in a minute for some extra wine tips.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll have a couple more bites of this. And I think, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some fun with that and this, and I'm going to put some of that on there. And hopefully it's not too sacrilegious. It's to die for. It seriously is. When we come back, I'm going to have the main on the table. I might have a different wine. And we're going to sort of push forward with this meal. This is a typical gorgeous French meal that you're going to get at Andaz and at RH. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Wow, that looks great, Chef. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, wow. This looks and smells incredible. And I think I've got Sergio coming back for us.
I see you have the duck confit.
Yes.
This is my favorite entree by far. It's just a very simple, rustic dish. It's been with us since the beginning. It's really our pride and joy. It's acclaimed by both magazines and newspapers in the local area, which is great, and known for being one of the best in the city.
Wow.
What we have here is sauteed roasted potatoes. It's garnished with parsley and green onion. And we also have a little bit of touch of mushrooms as well. And then we have the duck leg confit, which is very dark, rich, flavorful meat.
That looks incredible. What's the sauce? The sauce looks so good, so rich. Wow.
Absolutely, very, very
nice.
And we're going to serve this with the mori. This is a 12 clones Pinot Noir. Now this is going to have your bright fruits, your really complexity in terms of jams, in terms of strawberries and so forth.
And how does this differ from the one that we had with the starter?
Oh, this is completely different. You're gonna definitely taste the fruits out of this.
Okay, cool.
It's
cool.
much lighter, not dry whatsoever. It's
sure, good,
so
awesome.
Let's give it a taste.
Yeah.
You can see right away in the color. It's just absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And as I was telling the viewers, it's really great to be able to experience different foods, different places, you know, throughout the world. And to have someone with you on that other side to share, you know, the wines and liqueurs and different things that go with foods, because there are a lot of different things out there that a lot of people would just get a wine or get a meal, and they're not aware of the wine factor. So I am, and I like to share that with the viewers and to show you that there is a lot of magic out there with this.
I'm always there. I love pairings with foods, and the chef's always there. We actually always have to tap him on the shoulder because he's always talking to guests and always talking about his food. I think he talks more than he cooks much.
And then as a team, I can see you guys actually have it, you know, happening. You know, it's great. Like I said, it's nice to have that factor built into it. So when you do get a starter or a meal or a dessert, you know, you got someone who knows the wines that can say, this is going to work perfectly with that. It's going to match and be exceptional.
Please.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Definitely fruity, but clean. What I love so far about the Andaz is it's not formal. It's not too hoity-toity. It's a nice place, but it's about being you. It's about taking really nice things, bringing them into a realm where you can come, you can enjoy them in a really fun, casual way. It smells awesome. And it looks awesome. Wow, man. The taste of the duck, the taste of the flavors, the richness, that little crust on the outside of it is to die for. Nice, rich, salty sauce. It's just amazing, to say the least. And when we come back, we're going to experience a different dessert together, which I've never even heard of before. So it must be super, super, super good. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. My dessert has just arrived, and I still am not quite sure how to pronounce it. Something like rambaba or rambaba? Rambaba. I got it. Yay. All right. So, chef and Sergio, together, what exactly is rambaba? Where did it originate from, and how did it wind up here in LA?
Originally from Eastern Europe. It was brought by some French chefs a long time ago, and so it's very common right now in France.
Wonderful.
Very traditional dessert. Why we picked it here? Because this is probably one of my favorite, desserts, and especially in my family. So I wanted to serve, as we do here, family style. Serve a family desserts that you can find anywhere.
It's something that's fun and just playful to eat and stuff like that. Like you said, nothing fancy. Don't make a fancy thing out of it.
Share it, just one.
Okay, cool, awesome. So, thank you.
So we like to serve it as traditional as possible. We keep it in the jar, soaked with the rambaba syrup. What we do is
that looks so good.
Pull it out.
And I would imagine those flavors are so rich and sweet,
Absolutely.
Gorgeous.
And what we have over here is a creme fraiche.
And I do love creme fraiche. Now, what's that on top of the creme fraiche?
It's a little jam, like a homemade jam.
Awesome.
Marmalade.
Wow. I love it. Thank you so much.
Use this spoon. This has a syrup in there.
And then we get to experiment here with the rambaba. Sounds like a song, really, like a #1 top chart.
We're going to enjoy this with a glass of Pinot Noir.
Smells great. Wow. That's good. The flavors are just, it's very neutral. I mean, straight through, but I mean the sweetness, the flavors, the robustness of it with the creme fraiche is delightful.
The texture of the cake itself, it's great. It's a soak in the
It is. It's interesting because you would expect it to be almost more soggier or something, but it's not. So how is it able to stay like this?
It's actually the same family as the brioche dough, but it's not, because we use high gluten flour, little percentage of that. That makes him hold compared to brioche.
Wow.
If you try that with a simple piece of brioche, then it will fall apart.
That's amazing. This is really, really, really good, Chef. It's brilliant. Like I said, it's a lot of first-time things for me today, and I'm sure for the viewers. There's a lot of things like hamburgers and different things on the menu, which I saw, which everyone will know and love. But it's always nice to try different things outside our realm. And that's one of the things that I love to do and I love to share with the viewers. And this whole meal has been a different experience for me. It's been great. And I'll have this last bite. I appreciate it so much. It's gorgeous and delightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think we all should have a toast to the chef, because for making such a gorgeous meal and making today happen over here at RH.
Cheers.
So, cheers to the chef. All right. And Sergio, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks to all of RH and the staff at the Andaz, and Kim, and everybody else, and Andrew. And I think beyond that, everyone else in the middle who were out of names. We're going to have our toast. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Excellent, thank you. Gorgeous. I am going to enjoy the rest of the day here at the Andaz, and something tells me I'm going to be hanging out at the rooftop pool. So I'm going to see you guys somewhere down the road. See you soon.